So, what are some of the key factors to success in dealing with Indian business people? I guess this is more of a cultural question. What do we what do we need to know?
Yes, I'm glad you brought that up, Anita. Cultural, uh, alignment is crucial for success in India.
Yeah.
And when American companies go to Europe or Korea or Japan or China, they know they don't speak the language, so they'll hire a translator slash interpreter. When they go to India, when they want to deal with Indian companies, most people say, well, one of my physicians is Indian and I have no trouble understanding her, so I understand India. Or
Sure. Love it.
one of my employees is Indian, so I will just ask him to deal with India. And both of them get the companies into trouble because people living in this country like me, unless you're focused on business with India, you have lost touch with what India is and how much India has changed, right?
Yeah.
So the important thing I think is to be able to listen carefully. The Indians speak English, okay, but what I say is they don't think American. Okay? So you can hear the words they say, or you can read their emails and you can get the illusion of communication. Okay? Because
Yeah.
you may read the words, but you don't know what their intent is, you don't know what the meaning is, and you can misinterpret it. The body language in India can also be different. So, I used to be a fan of Perry Mason books. I know my mother used to read them, and right around fourth or fifth grade, I began reading them. And one of the things that I never understood was when Earl Stanley Gardner says, Della Street shook her head. Okay. Because in India, shaking your head can mean yes or no. So
Oh yeah, here it's
I
like
thought she just had something in her head that she kept shaking her head. But in the US, this is yes, this is no. Okay. In India, this can be yes. Okay. In India, this can be great enthusiasm. Okay. There's many different head shakes. There's whole videos on that. Okay. So that's a
that's
very
hilarious.
obvious example of body language where people miss what the other party is saying. But it's much more complex and much more subtle than that. So you really have to be patient. You have to listen and you have to cross check that, are you seeing enthusiasm? Are you seeing exasperation? How can you separate those? Okay. uh, so that's really, in my mind, the biggest barrier. Now, the magic is that India is an open society. I know many Americans, my clients, and some people who are not my clients, who understand India as well as I do. I would even go further and say some understand India better than I do. Okay? And the reason is because India is an open society. There's no secret code. It's not a cabal. Okay, it's not hidden or veiled. It's not like the Eastern Asian countries where they don't open up. Okay, and fundamentally, it's not because India is doing anything special. India is a diverse country. So somebody from Kashmir can't understand someone from Kerala. Somebody who lives in Karnataka and they go to Gujarat, they're in a foreign country within their own country. Okay, so they are used to diversity and they don't mind opening up. Okay? So you just have to win their trust, and then they will tell you more than you want to know.